Hello and welcome to yet another dimension. I am Jeremy, and sadly, the PS3, PSP, and yes, even the PS Vita store is closed down for good this year in a couple months. But thankfully, I've been collecting for the PS3 and the Vita for almost a decade now, so I have almost all the essential exclusives for the system and some non-essential, but we'll get into that. So I want to share with you guys what you guys should get, how to get it, where to get it from, and how you should be panicking and maybe not even be able to play this game. You might have to emulate. So let's get into it. I'm just going to go through all the games that I have that are exclusive. You can only play on the PS3. And I think some cases the PS Vita, but mostly the PS3. We're going to go just straight down to some series. Let's get into it. Let's start with some of the earlier games, the launch games. These games aren't that good, especially this one. Genji Days? What is it? Days of the Blade? Made by Game Republic. And yeah, this game wasn't that good. It's a huge meme. You know, giant enemy crab. If you ever heard that, this is where the game comes from. And I'm sorry about the stickers. As you can tell, I don't really care about this game that much. It's for the history aspect of it. But this is exclusive. You can only get this on disc. Can't download it anywhere. So if you want to try it out, it looks great. Plays like crap though, unfortunately. Launch game. Another launch game that was a little bit lackluster. It's Untold Legends. See, I don't even know these names. Untold Legends Dark Kingdoms. Yeah, I tried this game out. It's mostly a Diablo style game, isometric, you know, over the top view. It's alright. It's very mediocre. Story is nothing. Characters are nothing. Hack and slash gameplay. It's probably more fun with friends, but who wants to play that game? But one of the best exclusives for the PS3, the must-have exclusive, it was Resistance Fall of Man, made by Insomniac, best known for Ratchet and Clank series and also Spider-Man now. And also I have the two sequels, Resistance 2 and Resistance 3. Now, these are all good games. 2, I would say, is the weakest, but you can't get this anywhere else but on disc. They try to do too much with like modern day. It's kind of like Halo and Call of Duty. Only 2 weapon limit, regenerating health. I didn't really like it that much, but it's still a good game. If you like that game's playstyle, you should try it. But these 2 games are great. This game is pretty hard. It looked good back then. It doesn't look as good. It's really hard. It's kind of unfair sometimes. But it's like unlimited weapons you can use. All the creative weapons they have. But this is definitely the best one. And this is one of my favorite covers. Resistance 3. I used to play the multiplayer back in the day. It was a lot of fun. It looks great still. It has probably the best story. It's more grounded. But this is best. But it's definitely the best game. You get it on PlayStation Now. I'm also going to talk about PlayStation Now. I have the service right now, and it's only $10 a month. You can get a lot of these games on that service, and they play pretty decent. I mean, you are only streaming it, so sometimes it could get laggy. But if you have decent internet, you should be able to use it. But this is a great game. You should definitely play it. One of the best exclusives, and also supports Move. But we'll get into that later. PSmove. Next, we're gonna talk about one of the early exclusives that was a hit, and it had multiple sequels. We have MotorStorm, came out early 2007, made by Evolution Studios. Sadly, they've been closed recently because of the whole Drive Club debacle. But this is actually fun. I'm not really that into racing games, but it's more like a rally. You can play as like dirt bikes, rally cars, trucks. It's actually a lot of fun. And then the 2 sequels, we have Pacific Rift and Apocalypse. Two great games, great sequels. I think this has got a little bit badder reviews, but they did score pretty high. But I think you should get all three of these games. They play a little bit differently. This is like, you know, just like more standard. You go to like different locations, like lava places, the water, you know, the Pacific, and also this one, like it's like going crazy. The ground is breaking up. The environment changes, which is cool. So get all three of these games if you can. Yeah, I think they're pretty cheap. Like the first one is cheap, but the second one, Pacific Rift, is getting up there in price. It's getting close to $60. So grab it if you find it, because you only get it on disc right now, I believe. And this one, it's on PlayStation now. If you want to play it, you can play it there. So get it while you can. This is gonna be a long video, so stick around. Oh, we have Lair. Sorry about the stickers again. Lair, made by Factor 5. This is the one where you're riding around the dragon. So these controllers right here had 6-axis. Yeah, you probably never heard of 6-axis if you're young enough, because they got rid of it. It's basically the PS3's first motion controls, where you can actually move the character, like the dragon. In this, with the controller itself, it controlled like ass, to be honest. But they patched it, and you could download it where you can just use the, you know, controller sticks to move the dragon. So it makes the game a lot better. But I haven't played too much into it, and this is one of the reasons why Factor 5 is not around anymore. Like, this game was a big failure, and it sold barely anything, and it put them out of business. So sadly, they're gone because of this game. But Lair is super cheap. You can probably, yeah, you can still download it, but it's super cheap, and I don't think this will ever be ported again. Now Resistance, I think, and Resistance and MotorStorm may get ported to different systems, but I think Lair is done. It's only going to stay on the PS3. Now this game, I think it will be ported someday, because its developer is very popular these days. It's Ninja Theory's Heavenly Sword. This game, like, either you love it or hate it. I'm more on the love side. The graphics were great. The performances by Andy Serkis for the main bad guy was great. It was a fun hack and slash kind of God of War-esque. I haven't played it in many years. I played it like almost like 10 years ago now, but I think it was a great game. One of the early Ninja Theory games, and now they're owned by Microsoft. So I'm not sure what's gonna go wrong with this game, because Sony published it. They own the rights. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Hopefully it gets ported. It's on PlayStation now, so you should get it there. Also, but it's pretty cheap. But it's gonna go up in price, I feel like, because I think this is an underrated game. It's pretty short. I think that's the biggest criticism for it. Very cinematic. Oh, so this game, I knew this game was gonna go up in price like crazy, and I don't think it's gonna ever get ported. It's gonna be forgotten. It's gonna stay on the PS3, and it's disc only. You can't download it. No PlayStation Now. We have Folklore, made by Game Republic, same people that made Genji, but this game is actually really good. It's kind of like Tim Burton-esque, gothic. It's not really horror, but it's more fairy tale. You get a letter from, so you play with this girl right here and this guy. I forgot their names right now. But you play them both. Like, you play two different scenarios, but you still go through like the same areas, and they have different powers. So they go to this small town, and she gets a letter from her dead mother. So she try to investigate what's going on. So you have to talk to the dead, and like, it's kind of like Pokemon. You collect they're called folk, and like, you collect them and you use their powers. It's pretty cool. I would say the frame rate is pretty bad at some points, but it's lots of fun. And you also use the 6-axis controller to like pull out their souls. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is underrated. It's only on the PS3, and the prices for this are crazy now, over 100. And I just knew that was gonna happen, but I didn't know it was gonna be this quick. So if you find this, please get it. It's great, but I don't pay for that crazy prices. Emulate it. I would say emulate it if you can't find it for a good price. So no game is worth over $100, I think. Let's go to the next pile. Oh no! Oh, I forgot about this. We have Ridge Racer. I don't have the real case. I'm sorry. Ridge Racer 7, a launch game for the PS3. One of the best ones because this game is great. I enjoyed the Ridge Racer series, and this is one of the better ones to me. I was playing it, and I think the online servers are still on. You can still play it online, and this game is 14 years old. That's crazy. But yeah, you should get this definitely. The price is gonna raise. I don't think it's gonna ever be ported to another system. Only on the PS3, of course. Next, we have some of the Ratchet and Clank games. Ratchet and Clank games on the PS3 exclusive. I don't have all of them, but the first one that came out, Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction. This came out early, and it was a hit, you know. And then we have A Crack in Time, as well as one of the later games that came out late on the PS3. We have Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, and we have the collection. Yes, these are all exclusive. And also, there's a game called Quest for Booty. It was a downloadable title only in the North America, but they had a physical release in the Europe region. It's kind of expensive now, but these games are going to go up in price. This one is already up there in price. This game, this game's going up in price, and this game's probably, I think, it's the cheapest still. And this game is going crazy too, because it's the only way you can get the HD versions of the game, of the original games. I haven't played these games yet, the Future series, but these games are great. You should definitely play them. And I heard nothing but good things about these games. Also, there's a game called R for 4. It's more multiplayer focused. I used to have it, but I sold it. I didn't think I was ever gonna play it. I might get it back one day. But get all these games while you can, because they're gonna go up in price continually. Because they might get ported, like the Future series, but they might not. I don't know. Hopefully they do. But all those Ratchet and Clank games, exclusive to the PS3. Next, we have a golf game. We have Hot Shots Golf, Out of Bounds. It's a fun, quirky golf game exclusive to the PS3. I think it's pretty affordable still. You should get it. It's a good game. Oh, next we have Haze. And I'm sorry for the stickers once again. I feel bad about it. We have Haze, Free Radical. This is a disappointment. This wasn't supposed to be a PS3 exclusive, but it did so bad that they just left it on the PS3 to die. And Free Radical died with it. I don't think they made another game. I think maybe they made one game, I'm not sure. But yeah, Free Radical was done after this. It's just a failure of a game. It had cool ideas in it, but ultimately it failed. You can get it cheap still, and this will be never ported to anything else. And I think it's only disc based, so this is the only way you can play it unless you emulate it. Just get the disc. You want to try it out. Oh man, see, this one is very surprising why it's still exclusive, only on the PS3. We have Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. Now this was a system seller for the PS3. This is the main reason why I wanted to get the PS3. And when this is one of the games I played originally back then, and I was blown away by the graphics. And people say like back then it was like one of the best games of all time. It's not looked upon as greatly, and I feel the same way. It's not as good as people say, unfortunately. But it's still a great game. And it's the ending of the Solid Snake series. Solid Snake sequel. The Solid Snake saga. It's very hard to say. But that's, I mean, it's exclusive still, so get it, please. Like, and they're probably gonna port it, hopefully. It's also in the Legacy Collection on PS3, which is exclusive as well. I don't have that anymore. I used to have it, but it's cheap. Get it. Which is not. This is not that cheap though. We have Siren Blood Curse. Now this is a retelling or kind of a remake of Siren on the PS2. It was made by Japan Studio. Rest in peace to Japan Studio, the original form of Japan Studio. But it was made by the guy who made the original Silent Hill, and this game is very unique. You can like hack the enemy's vision and see where they're at, which is pretty freaking cool. This was on the physical was only released in Japan, in PAL territories. No American release for some reason, so I had to import it. And it's a great game, great horror game, only on the PS3. So get it while you can. You can also, I think it's on, you can still download it still on the store, so get it. It's pretty cheap like that. Next, we have one of the big ones on the PS3. We have LittleBigPlanet. So LittleBigPlanet, it's not my cup of tea really, because it's more creation focused. I'm not really that big into it. The gameplay is kind of too floaty for me. But if you like that kind of stuff, you can make a lot of levels. Like, and this is the Game of the Year edition, so it has most of the content on there. But they made a sequel, a karting game, go-karting game. And like it's like it's 2 sequels, and it's 2 and 3. And did they have anything else? I can't remember. Yeah, but this is where it started. One of the iconic PS3 games. So get it while you can. It's only on the PS3. I think you can download it. It's not on PlayStation now, so get it if you want the original. Made by Media Monocle. Oh, next we have one of the signature PS3 series. We have Killzone 1. I mean, not 1. I don't have 1. 2 and 3. I haven't played 1 yet. I got the Killzone 3 bundle for the PS3. I mean, with the system. So I played this. I played this first though. This game, when I played this, this game is way too hard. The ending was frustrating. It's still a good game, and also this game is good. It's not as hard. I'm not that biggest fan of these 2 games. I like Shadowfall on the PS3 the most. That's my favorite. But these are still good first-person shooters. Very cinematic, and the animation is crazy. The look of it's great. So try it out if you want to play a good first-person shooter, exclusive on the PS3. Yeah, I think you can download these still, and also this is on PlayStation now, all 3 of them. So get them while you can. Still pretty cheap, the physical. Which is another series that started on the PS3, made by Sucker Punch. We have Infamous 1 and 2. I loved these games back in the day, and I think I liked the first one a little bit more, the story, but the gameplay in the 2 was better. It's kind of like an anti-hero, superhero game. His powers is awesome. What's his name? Cole McGrath, yeah. Pretty edgy. But I think these games are awesome, made by Sucker Punch, like I said. But I don't think they're going to ever remake them or re-release them. I feel like they're just going to forget it because Ghost of Tsushima is such a huge success. So they're kind of like not going to look back on it. So I think they're going to stay on the PS3. I think, yeah, it's on. You can download them still, and you can also get it on PlayStation now. So get them while you can. Yeah, but these are still pretty cheap, so you can get them. And there's also a collection on the PS3, but I don't have that because I already had those, so there's no point. Also, there's a great DLC called Festival of Blood that you can only get downloadable on the PS3, so get it while you can. Great one where you're basically a vampire with powers. It's sweet. Next, we have a remake of sorts of the original Katamari Forever. Yeah, so this is it's better visuals, more levels from the original ones. So this is just more of a remake, not like original game. but it's only on the PS3, so get it while you can. It's going up in price a little bit. Next, one of the best, if not the best, exclusives on the PS3. We have Demon Souls. Okay, so I played Dark Souls first, and Dark Souls is one of my favorite series. The Soulsborne series, Sekiro, like, From Software know what they're doing in terms of RPGs, but it started all here. I guess that you could say it's a spiritual successor to the Kingsfield series, but I freaking love these games. So difficult, so rewarding, so immersive, and like it's strange, it's fun. So much creativity in these games. I love it. But it started all here, but they made a remake for the PS5, which is great, and it's basically very much the same game, but still, there's a little bit of differences. So this is still original game. Can't get anywhere else on the PS3. I think you still download it on the PSN. It's going up in prices. It's like around $40 last time I checked. So get it while $30, $40. It's gonna just keep on going up in price because it's one of the best games of all time. Only on the PS3, and Sony messed up by not trademarking or believing in Demon Souls, because Dark Souls came out. It was a phenomenon. Next, we got one of the most expensive games now. Like, just after a couple of weeks, it just went up to $100 because you can only get it in disc form. We have 3D Dot Game Heroes. It's kind of like it's an Atlas game, just like Demon Souls, but made by Silicon Studio, and I guess from software. I guess. Well, it's kind of like a tribute to the Zelda series, kind of Zelda-like. It's 8-bit looking graphics, but it's actually in HD. It's kind of cool. It's a cool game. You should play it if you can get your hands on it. I wouldn't pay the crazy prices for it, but you can only get a disc form. So try to emulate it or get a good deal on it. It's going for over $100 now, which is bullcrap, because I've seen this game many times and it was super cheap. I got this for like probably $10 back like a couple years ago. So they're definitely out there, so look out for them. Don't pay the crazy prices. Please don't. It's a waste of time. You're not missing out. Just emulate it if you have to. Next, we have a weird game. We have Trinity Universe. I don't know much about this game. I just know like anime games, RPGs are gonna go up in price, and this is slowly going up in price, and this is exclusive, of course. It mixes a whole bunch of the Idea Factory's Gust and NIS games together. It's kind of like with those mashup games, like Cross Edge. But this game, I don't know much about it. I haven't really played it. I just got it because like the cover is anime, and I like anime. So that's all about it. I heard it's decent. If you're interested, you see it, buy it, because it's gonna go up in price. So we have sad story. We have SOCOM 4. So guess when this came out? It came out around this time 10 years ago. April 2011. Yes, around the hack. And this game was betting on the multiplayer functions of the game. It was very squad-based, focused, and it was a very popular series, the SOCOM series, in the PS2 generation. But it lost popularity in the PS3 generation. And this came out just at the wrong time because you couldn't play online because of the hack, and it kind of killed the game. So sadly, I don't know. I forgot who made these games. It wasn't Ben, was it? No, I forgot. But yeah, sadly, it killed the series. I don't think we've seen a game since in 10 years for SOCOM. So maybe, hopefully, Zipper Interactive. I think they're gone. Yeah, Zipper, because they made Unit 13 on the Vita, and they're done. And sadly, they killed it. The hack. Bastards. Next, we have Bleach Soul Resurrection, exclusive to the PS3. Yeah, you probably never heard of this game. I mean, of course, Bleach is a super popular series. I couldn't really get into it, but it's only on the PS3. It's a Dynasty Warriors type game. I mean, those are super popular. Like every game has to be Dynasty. Like every series has to have a Dynasty Warriors like game now. But this came out back in the day. It wasn't really popular to do that. But it's only on the PS3, and you can only get it in disc form. You can't download it. It's not on PlayStation now, so get it while you can. It's going up there in price now. It's probably like over $40 or $50 now to get a disc. Another game that's highly underrated. People crapped on it when it first came out, and you can only get it on the PS3 in disc form. We have White Knight Chronicles 2, made by Level 5. You know, Ni no Kuni, Rogue Legacy, also Dark Cloud series. So they have a like history, like history of RPGs. But people say these games are not that good. But I mean, it looks good, and I heard it's pretty good from people that's given it another shot. But these games were multiplayer focused, and it has been closed. So, but the single player is still good. There is this is a sequel, but it's basically one game. So the first game came out early 2010 or 11, and then the sequel came out later that year, and it has the first game in it. So you don't have to buy the original game. Just buy this game if you can find it for a good price and play it. It's level 5. Level 5 is great. So try it out. If you don't like it, sell it. Only on the PS3 though. Oh, next we have on one of the original PlayStation series. We have actually I think original PlayStation series. We have Twisted Metal. This was heavily hyped. I forgot his name. The guy who made God of War as well. David Jaffe. Yeah, David Jaffe. He came out in an ice cream truck at E3, and it was hyped. This game was hyped, but it didn't really live up to the expectations. It wasn't as good as I think as the older ones. Maybe they just didn't market it well, or they didn't give it enough time. But I mean, it's a decent game. I think it's still good. I think it's worth the play. It's still affordable. It's like $20 or so, and get it while you can because this is a popular series. They're making a TV show about this, a TV show about Twisted Metal, whatever. But they're gonna make a TV show about it, and I feel like the prices of this is gonna raise up. So get it while you can. You can download it still. It's on the PlayStation now, so you can play it pretty easy now. Next, one of my latest purchases. We have the very popular Yakuza series, but Yakuza Dead Souls. This is the black sheep of the family because this game is probably one of the weakest in the series. Instead of the original, RPG beat 'em up, this is a third-person shooter. I haven't played this yet because I just got it, and I got the PAL version. As you can see, I don't care about getting PAL North America. I don't care because this is way more affordable than the North American version because it's going for hundreds of dollars. This one was like I think 50 or 60, and I've heard mixed things about this. I want to give it a try because I love Yakuza games. I'm gonna give it a try, and it's still the Yakuza, just third-person shooter. It's kind of weird, but if you can find it for a good price, get it. You can still download it on the PlayStation Network. Just get the PAL version. Don't get the North American version. And if you have to get the Japanese version, get the Japanese. It's always cheaper. North America, I don't know why it's always more expensive. Next, we have one of the best RPGs on the system. We have Tales of Graces F. Now, okay, so this is originally a Wii game. Okay, I'm kind of cheating, but it was only released in Japan. So you can't, people that don't speak Japanese, you can't really play it. But they re-released it, Tales of Graces F, for the PS3 exclusively, in North America. And this is one of the best Tales of series games. Great combat system, and it goes the characters. It goes from a childhood to teenager to adult. It's supposed to be an epic series. I haven't beaten it yet, but it's still great from what I played. So get it while you can. It's getting up there in price. Obviously, it's an RPG, anime RPG. Always get those games. Oh, so another overlooked game exclusive. We have Starhawk. I haven't played this yet. I just got this not that long ago. But this is really multiplayer focused, and the servers are down now. But I heard the story mode is alright. You can still play it. Try it out. It's super cheap, and this is probably never gonna get ported again. The Tales game might, but this game is gonna stay on the PS3. So get it while you can. It's cheap, and I think you can still download it. Oh, let's talk about this later. We're gonna talk about Sports Championship later. Let's talk about man, this is so sad. PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. Okay, so this is a PS3 and a Vita exclusive, but I want to talk about this game, how disappointing it is. I love Smash, and this is basically a Smash clone, but they didn't go all the way with it. It's Sony, they always do that. They want to do something that Nintendo does, and they just half-ass it. And they did it with this. Like the character roster, they have like a whole bunch of like characters that were having games like recently came out, like Dante, the new Dante from Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Rising, Raiden. Yeah, but they didn't have like all the iconic characters they could have had, like Crash. They didn't have him. I don't understand that, but they could have done a lot better. It's a right game. It has so much potential, but they just didn't put too much effort into it, and I hate when they do that. But it's also on the Vita, but it's a PlayStation exclusive. I just want to talk about it. It's cheap, and this will probably never happen again, unfortunately. So get it if you find it for cheap. Next, we have another one that's on the Vita as well, but PS3 and Vita exclusive. This is a good game. We have Sly Cooper. Also, let's talk about this. The Sly Cooper Collection. So we have all the Sly Cooper games on one system. These are great games made by Sucker Punch, makers of Infamous and now Ghost of Tsushima. But this is one of the original IPs. Great, platformer stealth games. Great art style, great comedy. Get it while you can. This game, the HD collection, it's getting up there in price, so get it while you can. $70, $80 now. This game is not that expensive now, but this is the 4th game in the series. But all great games. Get it while you can. Fun platformers. Sly Cooper. Oh, stacking ants gonna fall. Don't. Next. Oh, I just knew it, man. Another Japan studio. Dare I say classic? It's gonna be classic now because you can't play it anywhere else. Yeah, Puppeteer. I got this when it originally came out, September 2013. Very close to the launch of the PS3. So nobody really played it, but it's an overlooked game like usual. And probably one of the reasons why Japan Studio is not what it used to be, because nobody bought it. It only cost $40 back then, but now it goes for like 100 plus now. Because I think you can download it still on the PlayStation Network, and also it's on PlayStation Now. So I'm not sure why it's going up in price crazy in North America. So don't pay those crazy prices. Get the PAL version. But this is a great game, comedic. A platformer. You can change your head. You use scissors as a weapon. Very unique. It was around before Kill la Kill when you used scissors as a weapon. So this is before Kill la Kill, the anime. But great game. Play it if you can. Rest in peace, Japan Studio. Once again. I should have that in a plastic sleeve, but I don't. Sorry. Next, we have another anime RPG. I haven't played this yet. We have The Guided Fate Paradox, right? This has a sequel, The Awakened Fate Ultimatum. It's a sequel to that, but this is supposed to be like a comedy game. I guess like you play as God. Yeah, it's a comedy game. Nothing takes too serious, but I heard it's a good game. It's only on PS3, and also the sequel is as well. So get it while you can. It's gonna go up in price and slowly, but it's still affordable. You should get it, and you can. It's on the PlayStation now, and also you can download it for cheap. Oh, this is one of the heavy hitters, and I'm so glad I got this. We have JoJo's Bizarre Adventures All Star Battle Royale, right? Battle, just say battle. This is the Japanese case, but I have the North American disc. I originally bought the Japanese case because I was like, man, I'm never gonna find this for a good price. Then I found the disc only for a good price. But I like this version. It comes with like a whole bunch of stuff. I keep the receipts, by the way. It comes with like a whole bunch of extras. Like, yeah, I haven't watched JoJo yet, and it's very popular nowadays. But this game has always been expensive. I remember having this in my hand. It would cost like $40. I was like, I'll wait on it. But now it's like over $100. It's always been like that. It's gonna go up in price more because it's exclusive, and it's a good fighter. I forgot who makes this. I mean, published by Bandai Namco. I think it might have been Cyber Connect 2. I think they usually do anime fighting games, but this is a fun fighting game. Download it before the store closes because that's the only way you can get it. Don't pay the crazy prices for it. If not, if everything else fails, get the Japanese version like I did. Don't pay the crazy prices. Oh, next. Oh, one of the games in this series just recently came out. Re-release. We have Dragon Guard 3. Got this one released and I never beat it. Because the frame rate is pretty bad in this. It's more a comedic game. It's like this girl named Zero and your sister. You're getting revenge on your sisters. You don't know yet, but it's like a lot of cursing, like adult humor, and it's very silly. But the gameplay is pretty fun, but the performance is not there. So I'm glad Yoko, what's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. The directors of Dragon Guard series, and also Nier. It's part of the same universe. Nier is one of my favorite games, but this game is not as good. I'm glad they got a good budget and a good team behind them as well. Platinum Games for Nier Ultima. Ultima? Yeah. What is it? Yeah, Nier Ultima. I'm glad they got that because this game is like the gameplay and the technical capabilities of it is not as good. But this game is going to slowly go up in price. I don't think it's ever going to be ported again. It's going to be forgotten. And there's some DLC also you can buy on the PlayStation Network you can get. So get it while you can. Dragon Guard 3. A prequel to the whole entire series, so it's pretty essential. Oh, let's talk about my favorite RPG, JRPG. On the PS3. Traditional JRPG, I should say. We have Tales of Xillia, and I have the Collector's Edition. And it comes with, like, the statue, which is pretty cool. Don't get this, obviously. It's going to be too expensive. And it's going up in price slowly, just like this. Tales of Xillia 2, a sequel, a direct sequel. So you know the game is good. Yeah, this is my favorite RPG. I did an unboxing a long time ago, too, of this. But I love the characters, the story, the gameplay. It was all fun. I didn't get into this though. I bought it when it was released, and it stars a different protagonist who is a solid protagonist. I don't usually like that, especially in my JRPGs. And it does have the characters from the first one. But I will get into this. I will play it because I love this game. My favorite Tales game. But that's Tales of Xillia. They're exclusive for now. Hopefully they get ported one day, but you never know. Get it while you can. Next, let's go to the other Tales game that's exclusive. Well, I guess a remake. We have Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. This is a remaster of the original Tales of Symphonia that was on the GameCube. And also it has Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World on it, remastered. Originally came out on the Wii. Originally came out on the Wii. But this is the collector's edition, which is I thought was cool. Good games. I mean, New Dawn, not that good, but the original Symphonia good. So get that while you can. All those games are going up in price. Get it while you can. You can download the 2 Xillia games, Tales of Xillia, on the PlayStation Network. Get it. Okay, so next we have one of the really late releases and one of the most expensive games on the PS3 now, and it's exclusive, and it's part of the Persona series. We have Persona 4 Arena ULTIMAX. Yeah, these names. Persona 4 Arena, the original one, was a multi-platform release, but this is only on the PS3 for some reason, and it's a direct sequel to the original one. I mean, it's a great game. It's made by Arc System Works, you know, makers of the Blaze Blue series, and also the Dragon Ball Z fighting game, the new one, which is great. This is great fun. It has original story to it, and this is a must-have for the PS3 if you can get it. I think you can still download it on the PlayStation Store, but that once it's closed, you have to pay these crazy prices. I would say get the Japanese version once it's closed, but get it while you can. This goes for like hundreds now. Let's go into the super redheaded child of the PlayStation 3. We have some move games. Yeah, so started off with Sports Champions, and I have this bundle I got for super cheap. They were just giving it away. They came with the PlayStation Move controller. So basically the Wii remote with the little plastic thing. It's just so silly, but this is what they were trying to push in 2010. This in 3D TV. Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking. But, I mean, it works good. It works good. It's fun. These are fun games. It's kind of like the answer to the Wii Sports. You have, like, archery, volleyball, table tennis, gladiator, duel. Yeah, those games. But you can play those. They work fine if you want to play this instead of Wii Sports. Good luck. And also, they have Sports Champions 2. I haven't played this yet. I mean, it's basically Wii Sports. They have all these games from Wii Sports, but a little bit more detailed. And this is called the navigation controller. They actually still use this though for the VR, so they got their investment out for it. Also, this is some on-rail shooter games for the system. You shoot. You're on a film set and you're shooting like different scenes. It's alright. But this is one of the best ones. All these are exclusive. You have Time Crisis, Raising Storm. This is the long-running Time Crisis series that started on the PlayStation, and instead of the gun cons, they use this. And I have the sharpshooter. I'm not gonna bring it over here, but I actually have the gun accessory for it. I mean, it's a pretty fun game, and it also has, what's it called? Dead Storm Pirates. Actually, that game is actually better than the featured game on there. If you like railgun shooters, this is one of the best on the system. Best exclusive one, I would say. But that's the move games. There's a lot of move games. The Wonder Book series, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But there's a lot of stupid stuff they did back then to compete with the Nintendo, because Nintendo was killing both of them. But this is the bundle with it. If you could find it, get that like that. Oh, the last true exclusive I'll talk about. And I guess with this as well, we have Ascension, God of War Ascension. I got the collector's edition with that. Yeah, I dropped it. You see how I feel about it. But that's the I got the God of War Ascension collection when it first originally came out. I didn't really like the game. It was alright. It's very forgettable. I don't remember anything about this. But you should get this though, the God of War Saga collection. It comes with God of War 1 and 2, God of War 3, which was remastered on PS4, so you should get that as well. And it comes with a code for the 2 PSP games. Chains of Olympus, and Ghost of Sparta. All these games are great. You should play them all. They're better. Well, I think 1 and 2, and maybe even 3, is better than the 2018 game. I said what I said. But you should get this package if you can. It's gonna go up in price slowly probably. But that's a remaster. Some more remastered from PS2 games. We have Jak and Daxter. And we have Ico and Shadow Colossus and Prince of Persia. I do have Splinter Cell as well, but you know, you can get those anywhere. But these are exclusive to the PS3. This is a great collection you should get. They're remaking Sands of Time soon, so they might even go higher in price. But all these collections are going up in price. This is the only way you can play the HD Ico game, and Shadow Colossus, the original one. They remade it, of course, for the PS4. And then finally, we have Jak and Daxter, like I said. The only way you can get the remastered, as well as the PS Vita. So all PlayStation exclusives. So get it while you can. Great games. Shadow Colossus, Ico classics. Prince of Persia, get it. So that's were all the PlayStation 3 disc physical games that I have that are exclusive to the PS3. So get them while you can. I'll make a list of even more PS3 exclusives that I don't have, and make it the full list so you can reference it. But PS3 is one of the best systems of all time. It had a horrible start, but once it, like, Uncharted 2, like Infamous came out, it started, in like Metal Gear Solid, it just started going up and up and up and up, and it's now one of the best systems of all time, and it should not be forgotten. Sony, don't forget about the PS3. I know it's hard. It was hard to, you know, emulate, but just get yourself a PS3 and enjoy some old school gaming. Wow. But I'll see you in the next time mentioned. Thanks for watching. Also, subscribe, please. Subscribe, share, all that, so you can feed my ego.